Wasn't Klopp the reason why Liverpool played the way they played?
No, Klopp got the lead. Yeah. I've seen United being 15, want to stick with their manager. Why? Because the change would make it work. And that makes over the moon about. If we finish first, it would be the end of the world. And Mikel Arteta, whether you like it or not, he set that standard. Sir Arsene Wenger, whatever you want to call him, we're finishing fourth and rating that. Year after year after year, telling them, oh, we're getting Champions League, we'll be able to get this player, that player. We couldn't.
You know when Klopp got rid of, when Liverpool got rid of Klopp or he left or so, because a lot of the expectation is probably because of Arteta.
I feel like it depends on the manager.
Okay, so are you expected to win the league?
No, but hear my point. Look, you're telling me, you're saying Arteta's got about 4 seasons, whatnot. As a player, you're saying there's no possibility that, bro, after the third, fourth year, you're thinking, man needs something new. Man hearing this Fred's voice every day, like, have you never got vexed at a manager and thought, shut up, like, that's your time's done, like.
You just mentioned Seth. We doing Seth, yeah, you're now having to not challenge, yeah? With Mikel Arteta, you have the pressure to win the league every year. That pressure makes us perform at a certain standard. That standard in the last 4 years has been second. In the last 2 years, has been second and semi-finals worst. Yeah, that for any other team other than Arsenal in the world, bro, they'll say it's all right. Barcelona, Real, no matter who it is, yeah, we've come against this City monster who's won the league 6 times in the last 8 years. It's a time for us to be good again. But at the same time, we're good now, bro. We're hanging with them. We gave them 5-1 last season. Yeah, fair enough, we lost at the Etihad the other time. But bro, we're still in it. I just think Arteta has at least earned the right to go again.
What, one more season?
Yes, bro, because you challenging for the league 10 years in a row is good. It's better than doing it 4 years and then disappearing for 5 years and then coming back and looking all right to start that cycle again.
Listen, that's a fair point, to be fair, but I just don't think that's all the possibilities if he was to leave. This is the thing I'm scared of, and I hear what Ida's talking about. This whole situation where there's not many other managers, I believe, that would be able to have the privilege Arteta's having, but there's not many other managers that would build the expectations from a club not being anything with them being expected to deliver something. But there's not much managers that can do that anyway. But there's not much sympathy and like friendship in football. It is business. And we're getting to the point where I think people are silverware. Even when Liverpool were going for their quadruple under Klopp, they managed to get 2 trophies out of it, the League Cup and they got the FA Cup. They didn't win the Premier League. I think they got to like 97 points or something like that. So they challenged that as well. But they left the season with something which potentially gives the boys hope. All Hyder said was, if you keep hearing the same instructions every year, and come May, you're seeing other teams celebrate. You're seeing your other teammates celebrate. And this year they're going to the World Cup. If Arsenal don't win it, you're going to have all these Arsenal players mixing with other players that have gone on to win stuff. And all of a sudden, you're looking at a Seth Fabregas photo with Peperina putting the Barcelona t-shirt over him again. Who's to say the summer doesn't change the way people feel if Arsenal don't deliver something? So if it comes to a situation where the players are like, we don't really want to leave Arsenal, but we don't trust Arteta, how do you feel then? Do you think individuals leave before the gaffer, or does the gaffer leave before individuals?
I genuinely think we should be more worried about individuals leaving. I think the individual leave before the gaffer does.
But I'm asking you, is that right? Would you prefer? So if Saka comes out and says, you know what, I love Arsenal, but I just don't think Arteta can deliver us this title, do you then go, you know, against Saka, or do you go,
if once the players don't believe in it, I think it doesn't make sense. Football doesn't make sense. If the players underneath you don't believe in the manager, then I'm not playing.
So then ask you this. If Arsenal win nothing this season, the players said they believed in the gaffer. This season, it will be 4 years we finish second. If their belief only brings you second in their manager, they said they believe in, and when they believe in it, we deliver second, why should he get a 5th consecutive season to potentially go for a title after 5 seasons with a good enough team to win silverware? You've walked away with nothing. Within that, it involves, a semi-final, 2 semi-finals lost.
Did you spend more money then?
It's not about the money.
If Mikel Arteta needs to be sacked, every manager in the league needs to be sacked. If the guy that almost won it has to go, what's everyone else doing? I don't.
No, but it's not. Man's not saying sacking.
That's what you're saying.
Man's saying in the moments where, bro, even Arsenal fans questioning, bro.
Yeah, that's cool.
In finals and in certain games, like, why are you playing this, bro? Why are you doing this? My man just had a good game. Why are you dropping him next game?
As much as I hear it, bro, fair enough, the last things that are getting said about Arsenal aren't the best things. But in the last 4 years, I've heard things from other teams saying we're about to play the best team in the world at this current moment. Yeah, that's not because of Trossard and these guys. Yeah, for him to just pluck these guys from Birmingham and all these.
Hi, just a couple of questions for you.
That we ain't even had we've had Declan Rice as a marquee signing. Havertz, if you want to call that. We ain't even got to that level where it's like, you know what, Mikel, you've seen what you've done, yeah? We're taking the brakes off, innit? Go get the man, yeah? We thought it was Gyökeres, really and truly it wasn't. You paid 50-something million for him, bro. This is what Villa and Brentford pay for guys, yeah?
Thank you so much for your time.
Hey, brother, you don't want that guy. You told me take this guy. Now, let me have the keys, and if I fuck, then we'll talk about getting me gone. But until that happens, I don't know, man.
I want to ask Biscuit another thing that Ida spoke about. He talked about transitions. Now, if there's an opportunity for you to win the league, it's a transition. If we go to 10 years ago, shout out Leicester City getting relegated. If we go to 10 years ago, Leicester City won the league. And I think Leicester City won the league when the Premier League was going through a transition. So there was a lot of clubs that meant to be at the top that weren't there. So then all of a sudden, there's like 3 or 4 spaces void for certain clubs. And all of a sudden, Leicester City and Tottenham are trying to get the Premier League title, which I don't think will happen again within my lifetime. Maybe in League One. Arsenal right now are capitalising on the fact that Liverpool are going for a transition, and they're going for the transition bad. Manchester United are going for a transition. Chelsea are going for a transition. And whether we want to admit it or not, Manchester City are going for a transition. Last season, they didn't win anything. And Pep Guardiola, up until a month and a half ago, didn't look like he might be winning anything this season as well. He's won the League Cup, and now he is looking like he might potentially deliver the Premier League title. I ask you this, if the transition is the opportunity to win the title, if they win, so once it's a settled side, why do you believe Arsenal under Mikel Arteta, who can't beat sides when they're at the top of their game, they can't beat sides to a league title when they're transitioning, why will he now, in his 5th season, get to a league title despite the fact there's many versions of the Premier League he hasn't been managed to conquer so far? What gives you the confidence to go, this time round he will do it?
Like Vicky said earlier, I don't think my man wanted Gyökeres here. If he gets the keys and he gets a player that he wants, i.e. Alvarez or someone at that level, like Alvarez is a much better footballer than someone like Gyökeres. He changes the game completely. Once the ball comes into the feet, he holds up the ball and he can play it out to a player. Whereas Gyökeres, the ball comes in and he loses it. That's not up to Arteta. That's not Arteta's fault. Him not being able to control the ball isn't down to Arteta. And when we get to the final third, we lose the ball a lot. Because it looks like we're running out of ideas because nobody seems to want to pass to Gyökeres. Because why? When he gets the ball, 9 times out of 10 he's going to lose it. He's always going to get a shot, it's going to go out. It doesn't.
So then what's the solution? Because like I said, teams are going through transitions. Man United next season will be a settled side. Liverpool, if they get rid of Klopp and bring in Xabi Alonso, might become a better side. Then City are more settled side. The only other sides that I think are not settled that we don't have to worry about is maybe a Villa and a Chelsea. But if those sides are settled, I'm still not hearing why. All I'm hearing from you is why we should give Arteta a blight. But I'm not hearing why they're going to overcome Pep Guardiola City side.
All of these sides have been going through transitions for years. I don't know when does the transition stop? Man City.
We had a transition. Fair enough, the Prem went through a transition, but for me, again, the Prem is the strongest league in the world by far. PSG has come out of nowhere. If it wasn't for that, it would have been all Prem teams walking away with the Champions League for the last 2 or 3 seasons for me. You understand? But for me now, he's got us to, it's just standards. When it comes to football, there's standards. I understand there's social media and you want to have good days like winning the FA Cup. But United won the FA Cup that year, yeah?
This week in the Champions League, nights don't get bigger than these. Harry Kane and Bayern looking to stop the free flow of PSG. Football as it's meant to be. Who's got what it takes to dare? Watch only on Prime Video, Tuesday, 8 p.m. See you there.
They then, I'm finished 15th since then. I guarantee they would have went that little 3 hours without that little 3 hours of joy to have a couple seasons of serious football. Because again, if a United manager comes fourth this season, they're going to say, keep him. If he comes fourth next season, they're going to say, keep him. If there's fourth the season after that, what do you think they're going to say? They're going to say, keep him. Because he's got us to a place where we can move on from him. He's not dropping off. That matters.
But if you contextualize it, that's where the issue is. Man United contextualize that. Contextualize Manchester United's progression this season and to why he carried, for example.
What I was going to say about Arteta and Arsenal